Hello, hello.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. For those of you who are just tuning in, the link is out there. It's in our text on the top, and I also put it in the comment just now. We always allow 8 people in the chat room at one time. Once you get to reading, please come out of the chat so we can let the next person come in. And I want to welcome everybody to our show, A Matter of Love, Hope, and Laughter. And being Thanksgiving Eve, what do you have to be thankful for?
You know, I am thankful for how the universe constantly lets me know that it is taking care of me and that it is there. And whenever I'm feeling a little off or down or sad, I know to, instead of allowing myself to get into that mindset, I say, stop, universe, talk to me. And it's always there. So, whatever you want to call it, God, source, universe, cosmic energy, prime source energy, the universe is there. And at any moment when you need that connection, it's there. It's there. You just have to know how to find it, how to look for it, how to tune into it. You have to know how to recognize it.
And
So,
sometimes it's just instead of okay, do me a favor, lower your volume because I can hear it.
yeah, your volume's a little off too, babe.
So
It's your volume too.
yeah, just lower your volume on your computer a little bit. There you go. So I'm not echoing that.
Let me see.
All right.
Let me see if I can do it.
Oh, hold on. All right, my favorite here. Let me edit here.
Let me see
Cancel.
if I can.
Try it now. Can you hear me good?
Am I better?
Yeah, you're good. I just hear myself. Okay, I don't hear myself anymore. We're good.
Okay.
Perfect.
And how am I?
I did some magic over here.
Audio sound is check.
Okay, back again. So what are we thankful for? You know, in my line of work, I work with a lot of people, um, healing those who are grieving, healing those who are pain, lost their jobs, don't know where to go. And I seem to have this connection with Source that helps me give the information I need to help those. And I always seem to find that. And when I can help someone find direction in life or heal their heart, you know, I thank God for that, for one thing. But that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the job or the work I'm doing as a light worker, and that I am gifted in this work, that I can do this work. And that's what I'm thankful for.
It's such a blessing, isn't it? To be able to help and heal. Joseph, I think you've turned your volume a little too low. Turn it up
Oh,
2 octaves. One
all right,
click.
I'll get it up here. How's that?
It's better. Let me see. Test. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Now,
I've done a lot of jobs. I've done a lot of jobs, and dancing was probably the second funnest. I mean, because I'm helping and teaching, and I could see the smiles and the laughter, and really the healing after the dancing lesson. So they might have come in a little, I don't know, cranky, and at the end they're feeling amazing. And then I've done some other jobs that, while maybe financially take care of me, it doesn't feed my soul. It just doesn't. I don't know how to say it in a better way. My soul was, okay, I'm doing this because it's paying my bills, but that's the extent of it. So to then have enough courage to take a step out, which is what you've done. This is your full-time work. You've done this many years ago. You took a shift from mainstream working into full-time spiritual healer, counselor, light worker, medium. And it's really amazing that you've done that. And the work is so rewarding that there's nothing that compares to it. Nothing I've ever done compares to this type of work and being able to offer these services.
yeah, it was 2010, June 2010, is when I decided to. I was a photographer, a wedding photographer, and my daughter got married that year, 2010 in June. And I remember going to, I was the father of the bride, but saying that, this is the last time I'm going to be doing this work. I'm going to be doing this work now. I'm not going to do photography, video anymore. And I took that gamble and I took a leap of faith, so to say, to do this work. And as I was going through old pictures, just trying to put advertising together here for this, I realized that how many years I've been doing this and looking at the crowds and the people that I have done workshops with, and it's just amazing. And it's so much gratification I have. And I have to be thankful that I am doing what I'm doing because I love what I'm doing. I love helping people. I love being here. And I just feel, sometimes it can be overwhelming for some, but for me, I guess it's in my DNA, and this is what I'm thankful for. And for those of you who are struggling out there, and especially the time of COVID, there's a lot who are unemployed. I see the food lines on television.
Joseph, my love, I don't want to interrupt you, but we're having sound issues, darling.
Okay. You can't hear me at all, huh?
No, it's gargled. I can hear a little bit, but it's a little gargled. Daniela said it. I can hear it too. It sounds a little gargly.
Okay.
How's mine though? Am I okay, guys?
You are perfect. So
okay.
All right. So let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit here.
And in the meantime, let me welcome who we have. I see a Drew and a Maria. I see a Joyce and a Cheryl Scott. I see a Daniela Bate in the chat and Jill. Let me see if I can get a little lower here so I can see the rest of our people. I see a Vanessa. Hi, Calpita. And a Tequila Brown. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And then Rhonda, how may I enter? So as we begin readings, whoever we read for is going to click off, and you're going to want to click that StreamYard, and that should get her right in. Right, Joseph?
Yeah, what I'm going to do, can you hear me now, or am I still broken up?
You're better.
All right. If not, I'm going to exit out and come back in again.
Okay. I think you're a little better. It's a little soft, but I can hear you better. So.
Okay. All right.
Talk louder. No.
All right. We'll have to talk loud. So what we're going to do, for those of you who are in the waiting room, I have these little poker chips or little bingo chips, 1 through 8. You're going to pick a number, and then according to where you're in the queue here, we're going to pick you for a reading between Kristen and I. And after your reading, we ask that you please leave the waiting room because it's going to open it up for the next person who's listening through Facebook or YouTube to come into the waiting room, and they will also get into the drawing as well. It doesn't matter if you're in late because drawing's a drawing. You can be the first person in late, and you'll be the first one picked too, and everything.
Now, Joseph, Iliane says, "Bonjour, Joseph and Kristen. I just wanted to drop by to thank you for last week's talk. Between your guidance and attending my first chakra dance, even on a Saturday night, I tapped into a new level of my soul and love and light always." And that's what I'm saying. Feed your souls. Find your light. Find a class. Find some yoga. Even if it's a Christian church or a Catholic church or a New Age church or whatever it is, find it. Because those are your light people, your soul family. You're here listening to us for a reason because you're part of our soul family, or else you wouldn't even be here. So you're here because you're a light worker and an empath, and you're tuning into us. And so I'm so thankful you get an hour of us now, but we have an entire week to fill of, plugging in our cell phone battery body charger into the light. So every day, find something that feeds your soul. And even if it's at work, and you may be in a 3D, call it a 3D environment, go outside, take a moment, give a smile to a coworker, do something for someone else, maybe wash their dish. I don't know what it is, but something that feeds your soul. Take an extra few moments to be kind to that person who might be really irritated. See if you can't sit with them and maybe ask them if they're okay,
That was nice. Nice testimony. Helped her find direction, and how I talked about Mother Mary Magdalene. I was talking about in France and stuff, and she did a little history on it, and she said how it all related to her.
All right, Joseph, you're gonna have to check out. You're gonna have to exit.
Okay. All right. Let me exit out.
Okay. He'll fix it. Hi, it's just me. Look, I got all dressed up for Thanksgiving. Look, I got a shiny dress on. I know you can't see me all the way, but some of you who tuned into my show on Monday saw that I was in my pajamas. And if anyone knows, I really enjoyed my Dairy Queen ice cream. It was really good. I didn't get to too many readings on Monday, but the following Monday, I will definitely be focusing on a lot of readings. While it's just me, the following Monday, I am going to have some LGBTQ holiday love. So I want to bring my LGBTQ family on. So those of you out there, sharing our love of that community, please come and tune in. We're going to be talking a little bit about, families and holidays and stuff like that. Sometimes in the holidays can be difficult for all of us at times. We have moms and dads and sisters and brothers and everybody coming together. And I promise you, I would love to ask you to meditate before you walk into an environment that you feel may have a bit of tension or potentially unhealthy for you. And I would like to also say that, you're born into a particular family. They know you your entire life, and they have formed potentially certain thoughts about you, certain judgments about you, certain opinions about you. And sometimes these were formed many, 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 many moons ago. And it's okay. It happens, especially if someone isn't consciously working on developing and growing their soul, particularly that may not be their call in this life. So we don't want to further judge them because sometimes they can only see what they can see. And so I'm going to ask you to be the light worker at this time, to be the empath at this time, to bring the love and the light, to bring the forgiveness. So when the family gets a little tension and you feel like you just want to be like, I can't do this, or maybe I feel bad afterwards, I'd like you to just remember this, okay? Some forgiveness. All right, Joseph, you want to test your...
Yeah, how's that?
Oh, you're much better.
That was a rookie mistake. I didn't turn on my mic here. It was coming through the computer mic.
Oh.
That's why it was all gargled.
Well, it was because you were jamming out to some music before the show. So
yeah, well, I was picking up on my laptop microphone and I didn't turn on my external mic. Now it's rookie mistake. I got it. Okay. Now you can hear me loud and clear. So I had such a great introduction too. Okay, that's all right.
Oh no, we want to hear it. Well, come on. You're not going to give us your introduction?
Oh, that's okay. Well, I was just saying, you probably heard what I was thankful for and stuff. That all came through earlier?
It came through. It did. It was a little gargled, but you could hear it for the most part.
That is fine. Well, let's go ahead and pick our first caller here. And for those of you who want to and get in touch with the loved ones, if you're getting a reading from me for the first time, I'm a direct dial. So if I know the relationship of the person, like mom, dad, brother, and sister, it kind of, it's like using a telephone number for me, and I'm able to communicate and connect faster for you on there. If you just say whoever, you never know who's going to show up as well. But I want everyone to focus and clear your head and your mind. Picture your loved ones, see them, invite them in this family reunion. Okay. And I'm going to play this over here too. And I'm going to pick a number. Number 7. So that's the last one to Joyce. I'm going to bring Joyce up into our room here. Hello, Joyce. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Welcome, welcome. Have you been on the show before, or is this the first time?
This is the first time.
Ah, welcome. Where are you calling from?
Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo. I haven't been to Buffalo in a long time. My ex-mother-in-law used to live there. And here I'm a South Florida boy, and I had to bring her home before the winter set in, and you had an early snowfall. And I never drove in snow in my life before. I flew into the airport there, and I had to drive in snow for the first time.
How fun was that?
Yeah, and Buffalo snow, that is.
Yeah, that's special. Yeah.
And I remember I was freezing because she turned off the heat and electric that night because she was going back to Florida. She stayed through the winter here.
No.
So she had her electric off, her heat off. I was freezing.
Yeah.
That's how I went. That's my time in Buffalo.
Not good. Not a good memory.
So, well, I did visit there and went to Niagara Falls and stuff in the summertime too with my
That's
family.
good.
So, and my
Niagara
kids.
Falls is good.
Yes. So, what brings you here today?
I don't know. I'm wandering aimlessly through life lately, trying to, figure things out, and I can't. And I'm just.
You just need a little bit of guidance, right?
I need a lot of guidance.
All right. Well, a lot of guidance.
All right.
Thank you for coming, Joyce. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well,
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to help.
Thank you for doing what you do.
Yay.
So, to help with guidance, just to in a regular reading, normally it would take an hour and we can get through all the details, but let's just get to the heart and soul of what's happening. You want to address something. What would you want to address?
Work, love, money, career, finance.
Life.
I can handle all the above, you know.
I know. I mean, where you are, I imagine. You're supposed to be where you are. Wherever you are, whether you like it or not, or happy or not, that's where you're supposed to be at the time, right? I mean, but I just feel that I haven't lived. I don't feel I've lived my purpose.
When we're in a place, Joyce, it doesn't mean we have to stay in that place. We have free will. We can change, and we have different opportunities. It's just grabbing it by the steering wheel and saying, "This is what I want. I want to change my life. I want to do something different." It's like I wanted to do this type of work, and I changed my life from the production company. Decided to do this full time, where I took a gamble. I took a leap of faith to do it. So for us to move forward is taking that leap of faith. It's putting that trust, putting it in God's hand, putting it in the universe hands, manifesting it, and trusting on it, because we don't know if we don't try. And it's important for us to take that leap of faith to see. And if we find us stuck in a place and we're not going anywhere and we're unhappy, we have to see what is making us unhappy. Why are we unhappy? Can I change this? What do I need to change? What do I need to do? We have the power to manifest. We can do this. We have the strength.
It was probably about a year ago. I was in school for the 159th time. And stuff happened, and I left. And since then, I'm not working. I'm not in school. I'm happy sitting doing nothing, and that's not me.
Okay.
And it's like what something happened a year ago.
You heard what you just said. You're happy sitting. You need to be where you need to be. Maybe it's not your personality, not who you are. You used to be busy doing things and running, but you used the word happy. You didn't say I'm sad sitting, I'm depressed. You said you were happy. So we need to be in a place for some reason. You need to be in this stillness right now. It's almost like centering yourself. It's almost like finding yourself. And this is where you need to be. Time of COVID, everyone's sitting. We're all quarantined. We're not getting out. We're reflecting upon our lives now. But once you get to a point, you're probably getting to that point where you're ready to burst out again and go forward. I'm going to bring Kristen on for you now because I saw her shuffling those cards, and I think she has some answers for you. I could just read her mind going. All right.
Hi. Oh, hi. Hi, Joyce.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on. So it's so cool because I love it when the cards pull the exact same first card they pulled the exact same first card in both decks. It doesn't always happen. It's happening for you right now. It's pretty amazing. And what that means is that, okay, I'm going to talk fast because Joseph is like, you can't give everyone an hour reading as much as I would love to. So I want to let you know that the universe is watching out for you. Okay, for it to pull both ways, there's consciousness and the universe that has your back. They're reaching out to you. They would like to develop a relationship with you. So that's first and foremost. Your spiritual health in this area has been neglected, meaning that there is something missing in your life. All right. Having said that, let's move on to what it is. There's some control that's happening in your life, and potentially it's from you, meaning that, and it might not be you, but there is a controlling energy that's in your life. So let me not presume where that goes. But when that control comes into our life, we need everything to be a certain and particular way. And almost it feels like we can't move forward because we have this controlling energy inside of our life. So we don't know, should we go left? Should we go right? Should we go forward? Should we go backwards? What if this happens? What if that happens? How can I? And I'm not able to really move forward. So we're in a bit of a paralyzed state. I do see that there's some sorrow that's happened inside of you. So you have like some pain and some sadness and some things that have hurt you. And my gathering is that that's probably happening in your mind right now. So sometimes what has happened in our past tends to traumatize us a little bit, especially if it was unexpected and it jolted us. And then we tend to relive it and we go back into that past and relive it. And when we go back into the things that happened and the things that should have happened, again comes the sorrow, again, the lack of control. And we put ourselves into this rut, which is where we don't want to move forward at all. Okay, it is here that this is beginning. It is not external, it is internal. So I would like you to really just think about that for a moment. So something else that's going on is we're doing a bit of comparing ourselves versus other people. Well, look at them. Look at what they're doing. Look at the things that they've done. Look at their job. Look at their relationship. Look at that. Well, all that's serving to do is hurt you further. So basically, you're just really hurting yourself right now. You're hurting yourself for the choices that you've made. You're hurting yourself for the decisions that you've made. And you're just kind of like beating yourself up. And that's the reason why you don't want to do anything anymore. You're like upset with yourself. So now the good news is I do see that this is changing. I do see that there's some possibilities coming up your way. I do see that this is something that's happened in your past life. So we've been here many times before. And I'm so glad that you're here actually, because you really have the opportunity to change this in your life right now so that you don't have to keep reliving this in your next life and your next life and your next life. You have an opportunity to change everything right now. I see a new vision. I see trusting what's coming forward. I see developing the health in that inner voice. So find a spiritual teacher that you relate to. It can be Wayne Dyer. It can be Eckhart Tolle. It can be the Four Agreements. It can be Osho. It can be online. Find it. And I promise that you will find what you're looking for. I want you to remember something, and it's called presence and the power of now. What you seek lies within there. Your answer is in there. So find it, Google it, find videos on it, read books on it, and you will feel better. I promise you that. I do see that you have some relationship stuff, probably a lack of I'm not sure, but there's some relationship stuff where you really have an idea, you want to be in love, you want this beautiful knight in shining armor, princess in shining armor, whomever it may be, but it's not connecting. So I do see some relationship stuff that's happened in your past there. I see it, and your relationship stuff pulled twice. So there's some stuff there too. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Power of now.
Presence, power of now.
Okay. You will find your answers there.
Thank you,
so much.
Joyce.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, what should I do here? Do I go away?
I will take care of it. Okay. Just keep watching on Facebook or YouTube.
And share if you want. We appreciate it if you guys share. And tell your friends about it.
Happy Thanksgiving, Joyce.
Thank you. Thank you.
Check in a little bit and tell me how things are going, okay? I want to hear.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks, Joyce.
Thanks. Bye. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, the room is open for one person, so dial in. I see everybody's trying. The thing's blinking. Everybody's knocking on our door and everything. So
I know we'll have to maybe do like a Zoom session once a month, so at least we can get everyone on, because there's a lot of people trying to get on, and I know sometimes we feel bad we can't get them on.
Well, the thing is, we can only read so many people too. So we know we have 8 in the room. We're going to read.
I know you're
so
right,
many.
Joseph. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I know. I like people to feel like they're a part of it. But Rhonda says, yes, Osho and the 4 agreements. Those are, if you're seeking anything in your life, guys, Eckhart Tolle, Osho, the 4 agreements. Wayne Dyer's a good starter one. Yeah.
Here she is. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take another person in, and then we're going to take a little break from there. All right. Let's see. Number 5. I have, let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is, well, Dave I have here. So I'm going to bring Dave in on the stream, or did they already pop off?
And I still see Joyce, Joseph.
What? I had Dave and they popped off. I guess they got scared. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go pick number 6 here. So that is over here. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Let me go ahead and get Joyce. All right. Dave is coming back on again. So. Let me tell you what. Dave, do you want to keep your spot or not? Since we picked you, you got back in again? We'll bring you up, Dave. Hello?
I can see him.
There you are. It could be the internet, Dave. You're very slow. Huh.
Call me?
Try kicking your video off, Dave. And let me see if I can take your video off, and then
Hello?
There we go. We hear you. It's just your video is stuck. Can you hear us?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So you can take your video off if you want at the bottom, and maybe we can just hear your voice. Where it says stop cam.
Took me a while to figure out how to do that too, Dave.
Yeah. If I could do it for you, I would do it for you, Dave. I can't.
Is he locked again? Well, let's see if we can get it back and see if we can call him
I
maybe
don't know
next.
why. It just
Yeah, it's just the internet.
keeps on breaking up on you guys.
Yeah.
Now you went off.
We hear you now, but it's just slow internet. That's why. Sorry. Try turning your camera off. I'm going to try one more time here. If not, I'm going to pick someone else here. You see where it says bottom, where it says mute, stop cam? Turn your camera off and see if we can hear your voice.
Just hear your voice. I'll just hear my voice.
Yeah, did you turn your cam off? I can still see you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. He just kicked off.
Well, maybe he'll click back on. That's okay.
All right, I tell you, Patty just filled his spot right there. I'm going to bring Patty on.
All right.
You went right in Dave's spot, so instead of picking. Hi, Patty. How are you? Welcome to the show. Everybody, there we are. Can you hear us, Patty? It sounds like, we got slow internet too on here. Yeah.
Hello, talking to me? I can't see.
Yeah, we got you online. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Patty?
All right, we're gonna kick you off, Patty, here for a little bit. Everything's frozen here. I don't know if everything's going on here. All right, Tamaron Brown here is the next person over. I'm gonna put you on. Let's see what we got. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. How are you?
Perfect. We see you. We hear you. Everything works fine. Okay, so it must have been I thought everything was going. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Have you called before? Or is this the first time?
No, this is my first time on.
Okay. It was like strike 1, 2, and 3 to get to you.
Right. It was destined.
No.
I was
I knew
wondering
it
about
was.
I was wondering about the internet if it's not working or not, but Kristen and I are clear. So how can we help you today?
Um, any messages from my grandmother
Okay.
or great grandmother
You like to hear
or
from your grandmother.
anybody,
Where are
anyone
you
who comes through?
where are you calling from?
Pompano Beach, Florida.
So you're South
Deer
Florida.
Hill, yeah.
Count 1 to 5 for me.
Out loud or
Out loud, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You said grandma or great grandmother. Why do I
Yeah.
feel great grandmother is really a big part of the family? I'm feeling, and I felt like she
Yes.
kind of ran things, and everybody, even your grandmother and your mother, and everybody
Yeah.
tend to gather around the holidays, especially Thanksgiving and things
Yeah.
like that. So very important. And her baking is very good. I smell like bread or cornbread and things cooking. What is
Yeah, she was the cooker.
She was the cooker. I could smell
Yeah.
all this stuff happen. I have my senses starts to come up. And she used to say, "Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I got everything. I got everything." And that's
Yeah.
how she comes through. Your grandmother, I felt was like almost like a mother to you, though. And I felt like you were along. Did you spend a lot of time with her, with your grandmother?
With my grandma, no. This is my paternal grandmother and my maternal great grandmother.
Okay. Which grandmother did you spend a lot of time with? I have you under her feet all the time. Or is this your great grandmother I'm talking
My
about?
great grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. She's just talking about that she's always under your feet. And I'm just going to drop you here, Kristen, so you can just
Oh
kind of
yeah.
take a little up. There we go. I'm just going to get in sync here. All right. What I'm hearing is from your great grandmother. I just felt like she was the type of person that always worried about the family. She always wanted to be informed about what's going on.
Yeah.
And she says, my girls, my girls. So I feel that there's a lot of girls that are in the family
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And I just have so many daughters and sisters and nieces and everything, and granddaughters and stuff. And she's showing me too. Who sang? Anybody sang in the family as well?
She did.
Did she
We
sing
did.
at
We had a
church?
church, so everybody did.
Did she sing at
Yeah.
church?
Yeah, she was. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I have her singing in the church choir, and that's
Yeah.
what she's singing. Amazing Grace is one song that is dear to me, and I'm
Yeah.
hearing this too. And I don't know if this was played at a funeral or anything, but I'm hearing Amazing Grace as well.
I don't recall.
All right. A little Bible that she holds on there. Does
Yeah.
anybody have her Bible?
Who has it? I think my cousin has it.
Okay, she's talking about her Bible because she used to put everything in there. She used to write
Yeah.
little notes and put it in the Bible, and her
Yeah.
Bible was this thick because she had
Yeah.
pieces of paper in it all
Everything,
the time.
numbers, everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's not just a Bible, it was just her bookkeeping stuff that she filed everything.
Yes.
She's showing me that too as well.
Okay.
I have someone that had to be taken care of and wants to say thank you as well. Maybe they were very sick and a family member had to take care of them. Is this still your grandmother?
Probably my mom. My mom took care of her, and my cousin. She was here for a while.
Was she home when she passed away?
No, she had went to a nursing home, but before then she was here.
She was in a nursing home. Okay, that's fine. I didn't see a hospital situation, but nursing home it could be something like that too.
Mm-hmm.
What I need to tell you is that she is just full of love. She is where to be. She is where she needs to be. She's always been. I want to call her an angel because she always helped people.
Yeah, she did.
She would never turn a stranger away. She said it was a Christian thing to do.
Yeah,
and that's what she would say.
Yeah.
And she is always proud of her family and the love of her family too.
She was.
And she said that these holiday season, what's happening, especially Thanksgiving, she just says that she hopes all the family will get together and remember her.
Yeah.
And stay safe, she says. Also stay safe.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There's a little girl or a young girl she's talking about now. Is this your daughter?
No, I don't have any kids. My sister does have kids.
Do you know if somebody lost a baby in spirit, a daughter in spirit?
Yeah, my sister lost 3.
Oh, okay. Is your sister there or no?
She is.
Okay. I think she wants to address your sister. Why don't you bring her on here? Hi.
Hi.
Your great grandmother wants to talk about the babies here in heaven with her and how she takes care of the babies when she used to take care of you and your sister and everything. She's watching the little ones here in heaven. And she just wants to let you know that. She knew you were in the room and she had to tell you that, okay?
Thank you.
All right. She says they're wonderful. And one day, what happens is one day you will see them in spirit and you'll be there with them in spirit when you come back to home to heaven.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Thank you for letting me share that with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to bring Kristen back on too and see if she has to add anything as well.
Well, Joseph, you amaze me. And I'm so glad that you're doing what you're doing. Okay.
Okay.
Tamara, the only small thing that I want to say. Oh, hi, are you not?
I can't hear.
Oh, can you not? Joseph, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you clear. I think it's your end, Tamara. Okay.
Okay, well, that's okay. It was only small.
Okay, that's fine. We got to say what we.
That was amazing. Absolutely, Joseph. Really, I love what you do. I really do.
Yeah. I'm excited about you and I. I've been trying to get you to do this for 7 years to work with me. And I'm just so excited about what we're going to be doing in the future when this COVID's over, but especially the workshops we're going to be doing online together. Absolutely. And getting together. And, I'm doing all this media stuff with Kristen and I and publicity stuff right now. But once we hit this road, we're going to have so many workshops we're going to teach. And both of us enjoy doing this work. And so I just want to say thank you for stepping up and being in this. So you bring a lot to the table too. There's a lot about you that I'm very inverted person and you're very extroverted. And and sometimes I need a push and I can feel you gonna give me that push.
Well, and I'm supporting you 100% in what we're doing. So I'm glad we're doing this together. And we do have some. Okay, so I'll give you some news. There's a nice guy. We met Gene out of, I don't know, Michigan or Detroit.
I think he's in New Jersey. I think it's New Jersey.
New Jersey. So we have a potential radio show, and then there's some potential Roku TV talks. Spirituality Gone Wild's the network that we're working with. And by the way, if you guys have not visited Spirituality Gone Wild, they have some really amazing light workers, teachers, healers. Me and Joseph are there. They have courses for you to take. They have free courses. They have 5-day courses. So go in there, put your email. It's free to put your email in, and I think you get some great stuff. Connect with them. A lot of our courses will be there through Spirituality Gone Wild, and we're trying to host a big Zoom meeting with 500 people, so we'll be able to expand some of those messages. Keep an eye out for our courses. They're coming up. We'll be doing them online, and then we'll also have a travel schedule when it's safe to travel in the upcoming few months. So also very important, guys, if we do not have your email, please get us your email. And Joseph, how can they get us their email?
Best way is go to my website, ourjourneyoflife.com. And the little comment things is leave your email for our newsletter. It's going to come up. Just leave your email address there and you'll get our newsletters when we start to do this. I'm working on a new website just for Kristen and I, and I'm developing it now. So hopefully in a few weeks, maybe a couple weeks, depending on how much time I have on it, we'll have it up, and it'll have both information for Kristen and I on there. And so I started it yesterday, and it's.
Yeah, I know. It's like 3 a.m. Like, hey, how's it look? I'm like,
I know. I was texting you 3 a.m. I said, sorry for the late text, but I wanted to put it up there so when you woke up in the morning, you saw it. I couldn't sleep. So,
And thank you for that. Thank you so much. And my schedule's freeing up, so we're going to be able to really be focusing on this full time. And like she was in Buffalo, New York. We have some people in Montana. So really, we're going to come to your city. We'll probably start with Florida. We'll hit the South, we'll hit the North, and then we'll go from there. Do our little tour. We'll probably be on the road for a little bit. I have to figure out how to travel with my parrots and my dogs.
Babysitters.
They gotta come. We'll have to figure that out.
Oh,
No,
no.
we'll talk about it another time. Don't worry about it. I have travel carriers and everything. Pet-friendly hotel.
Okay, pet friendly. Okay, I'll stay across the street at another hotel. You can stay.
Yeah, I'll be at the pet-friendly one.
And I'll be across the street somewhere else.
I'll visit your hotel. You stay at the nice one.
I see Dave is back again. I'm going to give it one more try, Dave. If it works, it works. If not, I'm going to have to bump you off here. So let's bring you back on. I'm going to take this banner off right here.
All right.
Hey, Dave, can you hear us? Okay.
Hey, Dave. Did he freeze again? He was totally not frozen the entire time.
I can hear you.
Oh,
How you
hi.
doing?
Okay, what can we do for you, Dave?
Hi.
Let's just see what comes up. Where are you calling from?
Oh, I just really would like to hear from my mom.
Okay, Dave. Where are you
Palm
calling
Beach
from, by
Gardens?
the way? In Palm Beach Gardens, you said?
Yes, and I instantly, yes, Palm Beach Gardens.
Okay.
Gardens.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Dave. I'm going to try. You're breaking up a lot, but just see if you can validate as I go on here. Dave, what I'm hearing is it's just a great, from the heart, thank you from her. That I felt either you or a sibling had done so much for her to help her and to help her get through what she had to get through. I just felt that maybe she was very sick and she needed to be helped, and she needed her boy. Her boys. You have a brother, by the way? Dave, what she's just telling me is she's saying thank you.
Yeah,
she loves you very much. There we go. Okay. She's saying my boys, okay? So she wants to include your brothers as well as yourself, okay? You're breaking up, but I'm just going to roll off, and then whenever you can get there, you can just validate. I felt like it was a hospice situation. I felt like she was strong, but then she just kind of went off. But she always wanted to make sure her boys and her family was okay. She just wanted to let you know that she's enjoying heaven. She's at peace, and everything that she dreamt it would be is what she's be. She forgave somebody too. Is your father passed, Dave?
What about her?
Is your father passed? I have someone who has to say they're sorry. If I have to say I'm sorry from Dad, does that make sense?
And Joseph.
Yes.
Okay. Dave, your father's here. Your mother's bringing him in. He has to say he's sorry. He wants to take back things that he did, how he acted, cruel things he might have said. Dave, my boy, I love you. And I see the light now. I saw what I've done wrong. And I'm just asking you to forgive me for not being that father that I was. And I just want to let you know how good of a man you are. And I wish I was more like you. And I just have to say, I love you, son, because I had a hard time saying that when I was alive. But I just want to let you know I love you. Okay, Dave?
And Joseph, Dave, your mother popped right in very quickly. So instantly.
Okay.
And she is showing me that you guys have a really, really strong bond. She was very, very attached to you. And you were very, very attached to her. So you guys had, I don't know, I would maybe potentially a best friend kind of situation. She's just showing me hovering over you and hovering and hovering and hovering. So my guess is that that she has not left. So she is staying right there with you. And sometimes you feel like she has left you and you feel like you're alone and you feel like you've lost your best friend. But she's letting you know that she has not left you. She would never leave you. And she's there every day, every second. With you. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dave. I was glad to be a loving bridge to your father and your
That's
mother.
funny you said because
Yeah, it's very hard to hear you, Dave. You keep
Okay.
freezing. So, but I think we understand.
yeah,
Okay.
it's breaking up.
Yeah, I know. I know. Thank you.
All
And
right.
God bless. Well, okay. Okay.
Well, she came right through. So they don't all the time do it. I'm always thinking like, what? Why didn't I see that? But I see like roses sometimes. But I feel their energy. So they show me their relationship with them. They show me their energy. She shows me a little bit about what she looks like. So sometimes it helps.
You know, when she came through, I felt the father just kind of in the back, wanted to talk to his son, but was afraid to. And as soon as I said it was okay, I wish Dave had a better connection so he can at least get back. But the little words he said, I understood that.
Yeah, and if he is listening, you know, his mother, she was like the strong one. She was the leader of the house. So she's showing me her. She was the one. She was the woman who made the decisions, and she was the one who kept everything going. And she kind of maneuvered everyone. So showing me she was a very powerful woman and very connected to him, and he feels a little lost without her. So he just needs to know that he's, you know, she hasn't left him.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So are we ready for the next person?
Okay. Wichita, Kansas, Elijah. Hi.
Yeah.
See, we're
Please-
going to Kansas, Joseph.
We always
But I'm
forget to
afraid
say,
of tornadoes. I watched The Wizard of Oz.
no place like home. Please share. The more shares we get, Kristen and I can stay on here and we can all that. So please go ahead and share.
Shares and emails, guys, that keeps us going. Shares and emails, visiting Spirituality Gone Wild, supporting us, that keeps us here.
Okay. Elijah, a fellow medium and clairvoyant, welcome.
Welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, and Elijah, what's so awesome is Joseph is going to be having a course coming out about a few levels of courses. Level 1 is going to be, you know, which you being a fellow, but it's always good to hear another medium, especially one who does it professionally and what their skills are. He's going to have level 2, he's going to certify, and then he's going to have a professional development course too. So at the end, you know, it's going to have the ins and outs of the professional side of it. So if you want to set up your own business and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for these courses coming out. Just,
you know more than I do. You're putting the courses together.
I am. It's content. I'm forming them. I'm so excited.
All right, I have the number 2 here. I have the name Vanessa. Vanessa, number 2 spot. I'm going to bring her on. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we're echoing. Can you hear the echo?
Keep the volume down. It's probably too loud.
My volume's down. Is that better?
Okay. Well. Why am I? Kristen.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh no, we are all
Are your volumes Vanessa?
Excuse me? My volume is down.
Let's click her off and see if that helps.
No, go ahead and say something, Kristen.
Hello?
Try again.
Hello?
It's like an echo. All right, Vanessa, where are you calling from?
From Davie, Florida.
South Florida. How can we help you?
I have had a reading from you before, probably like 3 years ago, and I also went to one of your events, and that just brings comfort to me every time I get one of your readings. So here I am.
Was it a
Looking
speaking
to connect with my daughter.
Okay, you want to connect with your daughter. Was it a Speaking to Heaven event that you went to with me?
Yes.
Okay. Count 1 to 5 for me, Vanessa. And then say your first name out loud 3 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vanessa. Vanessa.
First thing I'm hearing is the flowers are beautiful, and I don't know if you did a flower presentation for her or doing something coming up, but she's showing me some flowers that are laid out for her, and the flowers are beautiful. Was she cremated, by the way?
Yes.
Is there anything by her cremation thing that you put like a little arrangement of flowers or something like that?
There's no flowers right now, but I have her urn in like a glass vase with shells.
Okay. She's talking about her cremation and where her vase is. So maybe it's not the flowers are beautiful, but everything is beautiful where you have her with the shells. And she just wants to let you know that she's very much aware of that. Was this unexpected with her death too, and very quick? Sometimes we don't have a chance to say goodbye, and it's heavy on us. It weighs heavy on us when we don't have that closure. But it's never goodbye, she says. She says she has learned a lot since her passing, and she has learned a great deal of her mistakes that she had in life and the things that she did. Mom, I just have to tell you, I love you, and you are a wonderful mom, that you did everything in your power to be the mother you had to be. Sometimes tough love is the hardest thing, Vanessa, but we do it for our children because sometimes we have to let our children learn for ourselves. But when something happens to them, we feel guilty. We feel like, oh my God, what did I do? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. She does not want you thinking that anymore. She just wants you to know that she's in a good place. She said, Mom, I'm happy. And that's the best thing you need to know, is that I'm happy. And it's very important that you know that. She's showing me the sky right now for some reason. Something about stars or a shooting star or something like that. Anything with the sky or a rocket or anything like that?
Well, everything I hope and prayed for so much happened, and it's I got a house in the Keys, and the stars are amazing out there.
Okay.
So I'm not there full time yet, but
So you go outside
but
at night and you look at the stars. That's what she's
yeah,
talking
I could go
about.
to the dock. I could go to the dock, and coincidentally, the color of the paint on the house was heaven on earth.
There you
And
go.
that for me was just so comforting because I know she had to do with it because that's all we loved.
So that's what she's bringing, the stars, heaven on earth. She's validating. Did you do anything with a manatee?
There was a manatee.
Yeah.
The first time I went to the dock.
Okay. So
A big manatee.
she's showing me the dock. She's showing me the sky, the stars, and everything. You said heaven on earth. She shows me a manatee came up, and you were all excited with the big manatee.
Yes.
Okay.
I tried to go in the water.
So she was there, Vanessa. She was there when all that happened.
I know she was.
Okay.
And there was a cardinal that showed up, and I have never seen a cardinal here.
Okay.
And
well, cardinals, they're signs. Birds are signs, especially cardinals. But she wanted to mention that manatee because no one, manatees are very rare. That comes up that I touched it.
I did. That was because that was the day we closed. It was September 15th.
You reached out and you touched it and you pet it. That's what she said.
Yeah, I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, look at the manatee.
All right. So she was there at the closing, and she's there, and she's always there.
I know. I feel her. I feel her. Has she moved on?
There's a thing about moving on, meaning that is she in her heaven and doing her thing? Yes, she's doing her thing. But when we think of her, every time we think of her is when she is near, and that's when thoughts come. So she could be like how the sun shines, the sun can be everywhere. This is how she can be everywhere. Okay.
Okay.
So she moved. She didn't really move on, but she could be anywhere. And that's what she wants to say. I'm going to bring Kristen on too, as well. And you get to meet Kristen.
Hi.
Hi, Kristen. Hi.
Hi. I'm only going to say a few things. Okay, so I have two different paths right now in front of you. One of them is one of a spiritual path, one of enlightenment, one in connection with your guides. I show that you have ability in this area to be a healer. I show that you're in connection. I show that they would like to develop a relationship with you. I do show that some circumstances in your past, and maybe not only with your daughter, but your past as a whole, is causing some harmful pain inside of you, which is stopping a little bit of their communication from coming through. So when we keep going back into our past and reliving things that have happened, and they're asking you to move forward on this path of connection with them, that can get in the way. I do see that it's important for some changes in your energy that's around you, some unhealthy energy, some stuff that's going on a personal level. It's potentially with a person that may not have the best of intentions for you in your life. So I would like you to kind of consider where that energy is coming from. It's probably, it could come from a coworker, it could come from a spouse, it could come from a relative, something along those lines. So when that energy comes into, so this is the other side of the path. This is the other side of the coin. You have one side of the coin that's in the light, and you have the other side of the coin that may not be, may not be healthy for you. So that's all. I'd like you to consider making the few changes that I feel like need to be made and that are necessary for you to move forward energetically. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, Vanessa, we're gonna wrap you up. The microphone's going crazy here, and I had to mute you for a little bit. Thank you for calling in and dialing in.
Thank you so much, Kristen.
Okay. Thank you, Vanessa.
All right.
All right. Listen to me, old-fashioned dialing in, huh?
Is that what that was?
Yeah, it was her end. So when I muted her mic, everything was fine.
Okay, it was a little distracting. Yeah, I was trying, but.
Yeah, so. But I can still hear me echoing too. I don't know. It must be the stream something. We never had problems before. But
I know, we'll have to figure it out. But right now, we've been okay. It's been pretty good.
Yeah. So.
All right, awesome.
But that
so
reading,
how are we doing? Let's see.
That reading was pretty cool. I just saw the mannequin come up and needed to talk to her, and
You know what's so beautiful? Even if you didn't be called for a reading today, take and I love your evidential gifts, because it just proves beyond a shadow of a doubt, as much as I could say it till you're blue in the face. You just pulled up a manatee from someone that you did not know. You pulled up a cardinal, and it was funny because you're like, there's a vase, is there flowers? Because you probably saw like a vase with flowers. She's like, well, it's got a vase, it just has shells in it.
Yeah.
Right. So
made it.
Yeah. So it's just beautiful to be able to validate that our loved ones are there. They're watching out for us. All of our important events in our life, they are there. They have never left us. They're communicating with us. And I mean, they communicate all day, Joseph. So, the people who feel like they're gone and that they can't see them anymore, it's not true, or it's not accurate. I don't know how to say that so bluntly without, it's just they're there. They're there. They would never leave you. So you can talk to them just like I'm talking to you, and they can answer back if you're willing to develop that kind of relationship with them. They do answer back.
They're always with us.
Yeah, they're always with us, always.
Mm-hmm.
And we never really lose them. And I love hearing about the babies too. And I've experienced feeling some babies over there too. I have heard that they grow up over there. So, and I haven't quite understood that, but I've heard that when they come in and they go through a process, they do become a baby. And when that baby doesn't stay here, they do grow up over there. I've heard that before. So for any of you curious about that.
They'll grow up with their children, their siblings, and as they age, they'll age with their siblings.
Yeah, so they age, right? Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, they'll do that as well.
Yeah.
I am echoing.
Not too much, no.
All right, so maybe it's just me. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pick someone else up here.
Okay.
Let's see. Number 4 is Cassandra. Cassandra, I see your. Can we add you to the stream here? There we go.
Hello.
Hi, welcome, Cassandra.
Thank you.
Have you been on before? Or is this the first time?
I was on one time before.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm excited.
So what brings you here tonight?
I would like to talk to my mom.
To your mom?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I want you to focus on her. Think of her. Count 1 to 5. Say your first name 3 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cassandra, Cassandra, Cassandra.
All right, Cassandra. Is there a female M, by the way, in the family, like Mary, Marie, or Martha? Female M, or last name M? Or nickname M? There's a strong M I'm feeling. It might not be your mom, but it might be somebody else I'm feeling.
Her middle name is Marie. And my middle name
that's
is Marie.
fine. And who else is Marie?
Me. My mom's middle name's the same.
Oh, so, okay, so your middle name's Marie and your mom's name's Marie.
Mhm.
Your middle name's Marie. Okay, that's fine. It's a connection there. So, did you find the ring?
I did.
Okay. She said that it was misplaced for a long time and you couldn't find it. And she says she's happy you found the ring.
I did.
Okay. What kind of ring was it, by the way?
It was her engagement ring that she gave me, or her wedding ring for my dad.
Ring. Okay.
Yeah.
She tells me that you were all panicking, your heart, you thought it was stolen, you thought you lost it somewhere, you thought it was gone for good. And then all of a sudden it just showed up out of nowhere.
That's been happening a lot lately. Things are just disappearing and then randomly showing up in places.
So whenever you lose something, don't worry about it. Maybe she's trying to teach you patience and not to get anxiety over anything. So anything misplaced, just kind of take a breath and says, okay, Mom, I know you're doing this to teach me patience.
Yeah.
It's going to show up again. I just felt that she was a big part of your life, Cassandra. And without having her, you lost like a best friend.
Yes.
And she's just saying, we're more than the best friends. We were buddies. We used to do everything together. That's what she's telling me. And she says she misses my sidekick. And ever since you were a little kid, you were always by her side. She's proud of you. Sometimes you feel that you're a mother as well, Cassandra. Sometimes you feel that motherhood is hard, and that how did she do it? What she wants to say is, Cassandra, is you're a wonderful mother and you're doing a wonderful job. She faked it most of the time. She thought she was doing wonderful, but she had a hard time too. And it's just part of motherhood. And she says, whatever you're going through with the children right now, it will pass and things will be okay. And she says she's always watching. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Are you singing that to anybody?
No.
Okay. Where's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star coming in? Is that a song that was sung to somebody or anything like that? That just kind of slipped right in right now.
I'm not sure.
Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Did your grandma used to sing that song to you?
She might have.
Okay. If it's not 100% that you don't remember, that's okay on there. But it just slipped in, that Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and I had to bring that on. How I wonder where you are. Da, 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 da. You have a daughter?
I don't have any children.
You don't have any children. Okay. All right. Did you lose any kids in spirit then?
Did I?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm seeing, the Twinkle Little Star with children in spirit, baby.
I thought I had a miscarriage
Okay.
at 26, but we don't know. The doctor said I did, but.
Right. She's talking about children. Does your sister have a child or anything like that?
My brother does.
Your brother. Okay. How are they going? Maybe this is the brotherly advice she's giving you for him with the children.
Mm-hmm.
About how they're taking care of them and doing it and everything. So, but okay. I think your mom just wants to let you know that things are going to be okay. And whatever you're going through right now, everything's going to be all right. And she needs to tell you that.
Does she know what I'm going through? Like,
that's why
she can feel it.
That's why she says everything's going to be okay. And she's trying to teach you patience so you can get through this and not let your anxiety get over on there. But yes, she knows what you're going through.
Her year anniversary was last Wednesday, so it was
okay. If I say love is hard, does that make sense?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work, but don't give up. And that's what she's saying. Do you want to go more into detail?
Does she? So like I've kind of done a lot after her death. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of shrines just around for her. That's just kind of how I'm coping. And I don't know if she like knows this and appreciates this and like if this means something to her.
The shrine, when we put shrines up, it's our coping mechanism that we have shrines. It helps us cope. It gives us a feeling that they're close to us. Every time we see a shrine, it gives us a feeling that mom is here. Mom is here in the heart. Don't need no shrine, no idol. You can talk right here to mom, and she's there. She said, whatever you need, sweetheart, just talk to me, and I'll help you get through what you need to get through. She's listening. Okay.
I talk to her all the time.
All right. I'm going to bring Kristen in this conversation too. So,
thank you.
I got a feeling she's going to chime in on here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so I see that you have been experiencing a bit of a controlling environment. And what happens is, trust me too, I know this well, what that feels like. And what happens is sometimes when we're in an energy of control, then sometimes just going outside to pick flowers and to feel the air and to connect with the outside just seems like a lot of work. So there's a few things I want you to do right now, which is right now I want you to focus a little bit on some spiritual health, some lifelines in that way, because right now I don't want you to feel kind of alone. There's some guilt and there's some fighting happening as well in your energetic environment. So this energy is, so we have control, guilt, and fighting. So, but in the middle of this is really beautiful. So it's getting outside, it's finding the light, it's working on your spiritual health, it's figuring self-care out, it's figuring out how to take care of yourself. Right now you have to figure out how to take care of yourself. I want you got a lot of things happening around you, got a lot of people talking, you got a lot of things in your ears, you got a lot of people who want to give their opinions, you have a lot of things like that. I want you to just shut all that out. And I want you to reconnect with yourself, because that kind of relationship has been strained due to the environment. Okay, so you got to kind of turn in right now. You need to turn in and rely on yourself. Get that spiritual health, find that light, read those books, figure out what you need to do to bring that like innocence and that play and that happiness back into your environment. Okay, and I know you know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to leave it at that.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you for coming on, Cassandra.
Thank you.
Keep in touch, Cassandra. Let us know how things go in the next little bit and come on again. We always like to hear back. Okay.
I will.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, darling. Well, we're almost at that time, aren't we?
Yeah, we got about 15 more minutes.
Okay.
I'm just recouping right now. I got to get my battery charged.
You got to get your battery recharged.
Yeah. So, any other news you want to share what's going on?
Well, I want to talk about our like potential. Oh, well, let's see. I think I said about the show on the 30th is going to be kind of an LGBTQ holiday show. And then the following
Okay,
week,
this is the Kristen O show, right?
yeah, this is Monday's show.
Okay, let me put your banner up. There we go. So
There
tell
it is.
everybody about your show. Here, let's do the whole thing. Tell
Oh,
everybody
there
about
it
your
is.
show.
Yeah, so it is a metaphysical show. So we talk a lot about, a lot of when people are even coming in here right now and they're struggling with certain circumstances in their life, we go to the gym every day. We have therapists. We talk to counselors and guidance counselors. And so we have our physical health covered and we have our, mental health covered, but we need to bring in our spiritual health. A lot of times that's what's missing, y'all. So that's kind of what the show is about, is how to really, what does spiritual health mean exactly? What does it mean to be living in 3D versus 5D? What does it mean to be a channel? What does it mean to talk to your guides? What does it mean to bring spiritual health and merge that with physical health? And for those of us who are trying to be healthy physically, but we're struggling, a lot of times we have to start, with what's going on in here and connect with the light. And we're not alone. And when we know that we're not alone and we know that we have all these resources that we can call on, life just tends to be a little bit better. So that's a lot about what we talk about in every kind of avenue we could imagine. So I also have a recovery coach coming on. So I have Steve Weber coming on 2 weeks from now. And he was just like this regular, average guy. Actually was so cool because he's a Forrest Gump impersonator. And boy, does he look just like Forrest Gump. And he worked at the Bubba Gump shrimp factory as Forrest Gump for many years. And while he was sitting on that Forrest Gump bench, he had a spiritual awakening. And what I love about it is he didn't have some kind of crazy mental breakdown like I did. And he wasn't raised in this environment like I was. He was just this regular average guy who had a spiritual awakening. And now all of a sudden he can hear guides and people are talking to him and he can channel and he's channeling and writing. So I want to hear how just a regular guy ended up in my world. I love to hear about that. And the following week, I have a recovery specialist coming on over in the UK. I think they just gave him this kind of amazing TV show. He's this really great guy who deals with recovery because, down here, especially in South Florida, we have a lot of people who struggle with addiction. Well, there's addictions are everywhere, whether it be alcohol, whether it be food, drugs, and so on. But addiction starts here, and it's a vibration pattern, an energy when your energy drops low, So we're going to talk about that too. So the next shows coming up are going to be really exciting, y'all. So tune in. And I always do readings for the most part as well. So I do some readings at the end of the show, life readings.
Yeah, I like listening.
I can't hear you again, Joseph.
Oh no! Where did I go?
There you are. I think you're back. I think you have to talk a little louder right now. We'll have to figure that out.
Hold on. How about now?
Yes, I can hear you.
And now?
Oh, but now there's an echo.
I know. I can't get rid of the echo. We gotta work on it later.
Okay, no worries.
You're talking about the Steve Weber. He's going to be interviewing me on December 5th as well. I gave him a copy of my book, Speaking to Heaven, and he's reading it, and he's going to put some topics out of the book, and he's going to interview me. And he's bringing on stuff that is like me.
And he's doing what? He's bringing on who? I'm sorry, you cut out.
Yeah, he's bringing special guests on, like me.
Oh, that's wonderful, Joseph. Well, I will be tuning in for sure. So I want to watch you do that. And what I like is Steve Weber's just this average guy. So that's why when he was talking to me, he's like, well, I don't know about this mediumship. What does it mean exactly? What exactly is it? So I love that. And then his father's real traditional. He brought me on and his father was like, what's that lady talking about? So I love that we're bringing people to the other side, Joseph, one person at a time. So, and your evidential stuff, you cannot deny the things that you say. You cannot. That's what I love. You cannot deny it. So if you were not a believer and Joseph's talking about canaries and manatees, how could you not believe after that? Because trust me, he's not Googling you guys. He's not back there going, all right, Google this person. I think they saw a manatee one time. Someone said that to me. I couldn't believe someone said, oh, I spoke to a medium. He knew everything about my mother and father. He probably just Googled me. And I'm like, yes, that's what we do. We sit down and Google you. How did you know? Anyway. So that's exciting, Joseph. I'll definitely be checking in on that show too. Oh no, he's just gone. Are you there? Can I hear you?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear me too.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened. I got a new call. You know what? I got a new camera. That's what it is. It has a microphone on it. I got to disconnect that microphone from the camera.
Oh, the camera has a microphone.
Yes, so I have double mics going. Now,
That's what it is. Is this a new camera that you have set up? Because
yeah, you notice I'm not cutting off every 5 seconds.
you look great. Yeah, you're clear. Like I don't look as clear as you do.
Yeah, 1080p, clear camera, and not cut off every 10 minutes. But I think I'm picking up the mic, and that's why it has the echo. I will fix that problem on there.
Yay!
Let's go ahead and take another person here. Number lucky 5. Here we go. Let's see. You're 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5 is a Rhonda. Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. I'm going to bring her on the stream.
Hey,
Hi,
can you
Rhonda.
see me?
Welcome.
Hi. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you. Have you been on before? Or is this the first time?
I've been trying for months.
Oh, you've been trying for months to get on. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got on.
Yeah, me too.
Where are you calling from?
Virginia.
Okay. How can we help you today, Rhonda?
I was wanting to see if I could connect with my best friend Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, he passed at 38 years old.
Welcome. Just you want to connect with your best friend.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm trying to get this echo stuff out of here. I tell you, Kristen, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to get you to take over for 2 minutes.
All right, I get to take over for 2 minutes. All right, Rhonda, take a breath for me. All right, so I am a relatively new medium. Spirits talk to me when I hang out with Joseph only. They're like, Joseph's busy. Kristen, talk to her. Let me see if I can pull up Sam.
All right.
But he'll definitely pull up Sam for you. Okay. Well, I see. Okay, please. Being new, I have to tell you what I see, even if it's wrong, because it's how I develop that kind of, okay, that was wrong, that was right. And that's how I kind of hook into what they're saying. I do see curly hair, not curly. I'm going to say blonde, wavy, a little soft. Joseph, I'll let you take over. But I see his hair. Does his hair look like that?
No, he's dark hair.
All right. Not him.
Okay. I'm going la 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 la. I don't want to hear anything. All right, Rhonda, I want you to count 1 to 5 for me. Say your first name 3 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rhonda.
Okay, thank you, Rhonda.
And Joseph, how can we take me out of here?
You just gotta remove you from the stream. There we go. All right, Rhonda. This was you said your friend Sam, correct?
Yes.
This is who you wanted to hear from. Rhonda, was he going through some stuff or anything like that? I don't know if he was drinking or any addictions or anything. Did he have problems like that?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if it had to do with his death, but I have a lot of sadness around him, he's showing me. And the sadness had to do a lot with what happened with him. He wants to say thank you for being a friend and thank you for listening to him and being there. He says that sometimes I just do the wrong things and what I should have done. And if I would have lived my life cleaner and better, I would have lived a long life, he said. Sometimes we just kind of give up on things. Did he ever give up? Did he give up on life, Rhonda?
He did.
Did he take his own life then?
I don't think it was intentional, but I think it was an overdose.
Okay. He's telling me he gave up on life, and that's why he did the overdose. So he numbed himself, and that's how he was just trying to get himself away. But he says, you've always been there. And he says that true friendship is not telling me I'm not here or get away or I don't want to talk to you by being there. And he loves you for that. No matter what, you were there for him. My pain is healed, he says. I'm not suffering like I was. Maybe I was a little chemical imbalance. That's why I was going so deep depression all the time. Everything doesn't seem to be right sometimes. Things were falling apart around him. And no matter what he tried to do, things kept on falling apart, he said. I'm okay now. I'm in a good place. I'm happy. And I just have to let you know how much I love you and thank you for being the friend that you are, for caring, for always checking up on me and caring for me. I'm sorry you had to find out how I died and what happened. But I just want to let you know that I'm enjoying heaven, every bit of it. And one day you will see my heaven and what I have here. Okay, Rhonda?
All right, Joseph.
I want to thank you. So, God bless. And you have a happy Thanksgiving, okay?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. Thank you I'm glad you finally got onto the show.
Yeah, me too. I enjoy you, Joseph.
Okay, good. Message me on Facebook. We'll say hello.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Wow. He just jumped in. You know how I always tell people that I give them permission to speak through me if they wish to do so. And he just started speaking right through me. And he just kind of merged right in. And
that's a strange feeling when that happens, Joseph. That has happened to me a couple of times. It's very strange.
Yeah. So.
But I guess if it's you know, the entity is healthy and a loving entity.
Well, that's what's important, you know. So.
Because I've experienced some different, you know, and to be honest, I'm just gonna say too, when people drink alcohol, they need to be a little bit careful of that because their souls even get a little loopy, and some interesting things can happen there as well.
Alcohol, dark energy, I call it, heavy energy, will attack yourself. They like the feeling. They like the feeling of being intoxicated or high. And then the emotions of that entity will take over.
Good. I'm so glad you said that. We've never talked about that. Yeah, that's a real thing.
And my healings that I do a lot of clearing where I clear the energy, the dark energy, heavy energy, all it out, and to help with them. So.
Yeah, that's all very strange experiences out there. And I'm one of those evidential, like I need to experience something in order to attest to it. So I've had some odd experiences where things have happened to me that I did not do. This was not me who did it. So that was a few very interesting, but I was in a lower place, in a lower energy, in a lower vibrational energetic stream. And that's what happens when you get yourself into that position. That's why it's so important to stay in the light, to monitor your energy, monitor your vibrations. And I mean, that's just as important as anything else you're doing. Trust me. Shower, bathe, and make sure your energy's good.
All right, we got time. We got 5 minutes to do one more. And we got to have to cut at 9:30 so we don't cut off on our air. First person, Cal Pizza. Going to bring her on. Hi, Cal Pizza. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you move over just to the right a little bit? There you go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, hold on. No,
you were at the right. Yeah, there you go. You're right, my left.
Capita, I love how you're coming on with makeup now.
Thank you. No, I normally like to dress up, but until the time, like there was a time I needed answers related to my son. So that's why it was like you weren't seeing the original me.
But you seem to be
Yeah,
feeling so much better. Your energy is
yeah,
so much lighter and
Since you
healthier.
came on the show, we see a transformation with you, Calpita.
yeah. I mean, I used to love to dress up to go. Like I was a social person, like really a social person, but I definitely needed answers related to my son, which I got it the other day from Mr. Joseph, and I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful to him, and obviously from you also, Kristen. But I do need some more answers today, if possible, from both of you. Um, um, who do I start with? Like
Just what is your question? And
Um, yeah, if you can bring Mr. Joseph, my dad or anybody, like, my grandmother or any one of those.
all right, is
Um,
that or you want to hear from your dad, or you want answers about your life or anything? What's more
okay,
important right now?
whichever comes first. I don't mind, even if Kristen comes first or if
I'm
my
gonna
dad.
I'm gonna let Kristen help you, because I feel what you need to be right now. You're in a position where you need to start getting out, socializing, and moving. And Kristen's going to be the best person to get you motivated right here.
Yeah, and that's why I said I'll leave it up to both of you, whoever can help me
So
out,
I'm
that's
going
fine.
to Kristen. Kristen, we have Drew too, the last one in there. So let's see if we can get Drew at the end of the show too. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you be.
Sure. Thank you.
Hi, Calpita.
Hi, Kristen.
Okay, take a breath for me, darling. Oh, I feel so many amazing shifts and changes there, though. So your energy is so different than when it was when we first. Oh, look, it is. Look at. Can you see that beautiful woman? Okay, this beautiful woman. This is me too. This is where I'm at too. And what this means from this woman is that she has taken every single thing that's happened to her in the past, the darkness, the experiences, the situations that have hurt, the traumas, and she has just, you can't get rid of them. You cannot, but she's incorporated them to say, this is who I am. This is okay. I am strong. I am beautiful. And then she's taken all the light, all of the communications, all the love and the compassion, and she's brought that in, because that's really what life is about, a balance. We're never going to be light without our dark, or our dark without our light. And so what makes so much of a difference in our lives is when we can learn to live and incorporate our dark with, together. So she's flowering, she's coming into her own, she's walking her destiny, she's becoming the beautiful person she's meant to. Oh, you have so many beautiful cards are coming up your way. I love it. So look at this one. This is another really, really beautiful card about a woman who's coming into spiritual maturity. So she, again, it's a very similar card where she's flowering here in this lifetime. She's gone through these experiences and everything inside of her is just blooming. So she's taking moment by moment by moment. She's experiencing life in its wholeness and its essence. She is not worried about what's happening tomorrow. She's not worried about all of these things. She's not stressed. She's just appreciating the flowers and the butterflies and the bees and just the way the coffee smells and the way her hair is and the way she dresses. And she's just really learning to be a beautiful soul. And what happens is when you flower, everyone around you feels that energy. So from the supermarkets to your neighbors to your friends, you get to share this energy with everyone that you encounter. So it's a beautiful place. Oh my gosh, you got another one. Look, it's integration. You're pulling all the same cards all together in one reading. So, and transformation, possibility. So, and guidance from your guide. So you've literally done the work. You've done every single thing that you need to do. You're really walking on the right path right now. And I cannot wait. So the possibilities here is that the entire world is now open up to you. So we get to see who you really what you're gonna do, who are you gonna become, what is your destiny. You have the entire world in front of you and the right energy to tackle it. You've made peace, you've flowered, you're here, you're with us. Welcome.
Thank you.
You've made it to a spot. So good job, Kalpita. Beautiful.
Is it possible for you to tell me regarding like I have a feeling I've been on the twin flame journey, but possibly I was in a false thing before. So is there anything you could see regarding that, or if I'm wrong about that?
I do not see a relationship in the near future, but that does not mean that with this energy, what I see happening first is allowing this to seed itself, Kalpita. Allow this newfound strength in your energy to grow, to really grow. Right now it's seeded, you got some little buds, you got some little petals. I want to see a full-fledged rose, a full-fledged lotus flower from you. And when that happens, your person will come, but not before then. Not
Okay.
before then.
Okay, so the one I felt before was probably a false twin flame kind of energy. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Thank you so much, both of you. I cannot thank you, both of you. Like, you guys are great. Awesome. Happy Thanksgiving to both of you. Thank you. Thank you again. Bye.
Hey, Drew. We got you on before we end the show. I know you've been on before. Go ahead and unmic yourself. Unmute yourself. There we go.
So Joseph, Drew had a reading with me before, so I'm going to let him have a reading with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew, what can I do for you?
Hi, Joseph. I'm trying to get some answers from my grandmother.
Okay, so your grandmother's passed, is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes, we try to get answers, and sometimes they don't want to answer or anything like that. Sounds like we have aliens coming on here, too. Hold on. Better. Okay. All right. Count 1 to 5 for me, Drew. Say your first name 3 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Andrew.
Okay. You're saying you want answers from your grandmother. What is your question to ask her?
I guess there's a lot of things that I feel that were unspoken before she passed. And I just wonder if she knew how I felt, some of the things that were worrisome to me with regards to my life and growing older.
A lot of things happen after they pass. They see things clearly, and everything that was hidden from them is eyes wide open afterwards. And what she wants to tell you, Drew, is the person you are, your kindness and who you are. And don't let anybody change who you are. Sometimes we feel that when she says that you're afraid that she may see you differently, judge you or something like that, she said no, she would never do that. She loves you. And she says, everything came clear to me, and you're still my same Drew. And you'll always be, okay? So keep being who you are, and she loves you very much. She's always in your heart.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you.
You have a happy Thanksgiving.
You as well. And you as well, Kristen.
Okay. You take care.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, so I didn't say anything about, how I know Drew, but I've known the family since I was 11.
Oh, it's hard when you know family, yeah. So
I can't, it's too close for me, but,
Yeah, friends of mine. I can't read friends of mine. So.
No, because we know too much already. So even when the information starts coming through, it's hard for us to tell, did is that directly from them, or did we already know that? So, and we just, you know, we loved Mammy a lot. Mammy was an important part of all of our lives. So, I was,
You know who she was. Good.
yeah, but I didn't, you know.
All right.
But she was a great, you know, we miss her. We love her. She was just a really wonderful woman. So.
Well, let's wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's coming to that time. Be with your families. Be the light. Be the love. Be the compassion. Be the forgiveness. Be the patience. Because everyone needs it. So I would like you guys to bring it.
And stay safe. Stay safe. You know, protect your family.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to end with a special video here. I have some quotes from my book, Speaking of Heaven, and I thought that would be a great way to exit the show.
Awesome.
All right. You take care, Kristen.
Okay. Bye, baby. Bye. Leslie. We'll pick on. Come in next week. We see you in there. So it's the end of the show, but tune in next week and we'll see if we can't get you in for a reading.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Mwah.